If you love to lunge but are struggling with knee pain, I'm going to show you today not only why it happens, but how to fix it in this short video. After coaching for over 20 years now, I know people love to lunge. But let's be honest, a lot of people have anterior or front of the knee pain when they lunge, and it really comes down to one of two reasons. Number one, they never find their heel when they lunge, so they end up on their toes, everything drives forward, and then all that load and all that stress goes through the front of their knee joint. So either they're never finding their heel, or what happens is when they step forward, they can't keep their weight back, their torso comes forward, and now the same thing ends up happening. I get all that weight on my toes and through the front of my knee, and I end up with knee pain. So if that's you, or if that sounds like somebody you work with, there's a very simple fix. When you step, make sure you find your whole foot, and then when you come down, you load the entire foot. But for some people, that's just not enough. So what I'm going to do today is take you through a simple progression that you can use to help yourself learn how to lunge pain-free. Now, before we dive into this video, take 2 seconds out of your day, hit the like button, and subscribe to this channel so you know each and every week when a new video drops. Now, let's get into the lunge progression. So the first exercise in our progression is a front foot elevated split squat. And this is an awesome activity. The second you put your foot on a box, it's gonna shift your center of gravity back. So it's gonna help you stay tall, and that knee's not gonna come quite so fast over the toe. As well, you've got your whole foot on the box the whole time, so you don't have to worry about stopping and landing each and every rep. So what I'm gonna do here is just grab this little 10-pound plate. I'm gonna find my heel on the box. I'm gonna start up nice and tall, and then I am just going to press out in front and drop in and out of my lunge. You can see it helps me keep my torso tall, and it helps keep my knee back. Now, if that's too much, you can even just go down into that bottom position and just hold for 20, 30 seconds. Or if it's too easy, go ahead, grab a kettlebell, and it's the same activity, but anytime you have that load in the front of your body, it's gonna help keep your center of gravity back and help keep your entire body back versus drifting forward. Okay, the second exercise in our progression is now a lunge, but we're stepping onto the box. And again, this just allows us to slow our momentum down and not get pitched so far forward. So now I'm gonna start back behind the box. The plate's just held at chest level. I'm gonna step, and I'm gonna punch forward as I come into the lunge. So punch forward. Again, it's gonna help you find your heel, drop straight down so the knee doesn't drift too far over the toe. Okay, so the final step in our progression before we work our way into full lunges is a lunge with a plate punch. So again, we're gonna use this plate to help keep our center of gravity back. Very important, when you start to lunge, make sure you find that heel first. So you're just gonna take a moderate step forward, find the heel, and then just punch that plate out in front to help keep your torso tall and your center of gravity back. Now, once you feel comfortable with your front foot elevated split squat variations, now you can move into standard split squat variations. So this is gonna put a little bit more stress and a little bit more load on the front leg. So to help us keep that center of gravity back, make sure you find your heel. And again, use this plate at the start to help keep everything back. So you can go with a reach, you can go in the bottom and just do your iso hold again. Or if you want a little bit more load, go ahead, swap it out, go for your kettlebell. Good stacked position, drop straight down, and then push up to the top. Okay, my friend, you've worked your way through all of those progressions. Now it's time to lock back in and dial in those lunges. So I'm just gonna grab a set of dumbbells or kettlebells here, whatever you have access to. Very important, let the arms relax, try and keep the torso back, and then when you take that step forward, make sure, keep the abs engaged, and then try and push straight back. A lot of times, people have this tendency to arch really far forward. Try and keep your stack, keep your abs engaged throughout, and then find that heel and push back. All right, my friend, that does it for today's lunge progression. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop those in the comment section below, because I respond to each and every comment that I get. Now, before you leave, if you want to learn why I might choose a more upright versus a more angled torso when I'm teaching a split squat or lunge, make sure to watch this video next.